live out their Christian faith in a way that doesn't just, it's about them getting knowledge and being happy and join the club, but that they give themselves out in a life of sacrifice and compassionate ministry to those in need, and to make this community a better place, to be a little bit of the world to come. It'll never happen until Jesus comes back, but we're supposed to be the salt and light to make that happen, to the degree that we can dream that dream together. That's cool stuff. And when you see people beginning, the lights go off, and you see them giving their life to that, that's what keeps my motor running.
The next question is that of the most memorable experience as a Christian businessman and a Christian leader in this community. Mr. Kent, I think that's kind of a natural one to go into your ballpark.
I have a very poor memory. I guess I see myself not as a Christian leader in the sense that I'm called to lead people in the way of Christ, and so that's a difficult question for me to answer. I see myself as living out what Christ has called me to do, but I would say that I am probably not qualified to be called a Christian leader. So I think there'll probably be others who are better qualified to answer that question.
Is there anybody else who would like to jump in on that question?
Oh gosh, you're both looking at me. Okay. I don't consider myself a Christian leader in my community. However, we are called to be light and salt to the people. I would say perhaps my most memorable experience since starting Redemption Counseling Services is probably the time I walked into the home of Guardian Angels. It's a women's shelter, transitional home in Goshen, Mississippi. And I sat down, and there were women who had been abused, women who were on drugs, women who had been abandoned by their husbands, women with 3 or 4 children, and they had no place to go. And I had just spoken to the director, Sharon Harvey, a couple days before, and she started crying when I talked to her, because I called her up and I said, I just got my license. Do you need a counselor? She says, I've been praying for a year that I get a counselor, that God would send somebody to help these women. And you just call me up out of the blue. I said, well, and then that's probably my most memorable experience up to this point, is the fact that, he put that burden on my heart. I followed through with it, and it's been a completely rewarding experience ever since. Twice a week I see these ladies, and it's a blessed time.